Alright, so when I'm in the cleaning mood, I might as well clean this because I fired this the other day. I neglected to clean it, even though I try to practice what I preach. Every time you get back from the range, clean your guns. I didn't do that, but the reason why I didn't do that with the Glock is because it's always a pain in the ass to get this taken apart. So if you haven't taken it apart, just watch what I'm doing. Pull, slide back. Ow! Pull, slide back slightly. Pull, slide back slightly. Hold it there. There's two tabs. Push down. And these are always a pain in the ass for me. And then, there we go. So, kind of reminds me of how you take down an XD. But, alright, since we're past that, there's a little bit of, we'll take it, we'll fully take the barrel out, the spring. So you just got this right here. Alright, so first thing I usually do is wipe off the majority, just with a dry cloth. Just give it a quick wipe down. Get some of the carbon off there. And then after this, I'm gonna, because this is kind of dirty. Well, it's not really dirty, but I did shoot it pretty. I had some fun with it, let's say. So this ain't super dirty, but we're still gonna use the military grade weapon solvent. So we'll give it a light spray here, and a spray here, just on the internals here, on the barrel as well. I don't recommend using solvent every time. I'm just doing this to clean her up because it is a little dirty. And then wipe it down. Get that solvent off there. Alright, so now we're going to put a little drop here. Another drop here. And with this, it gets into the pores like frog lube, but it doesn't have that sticky mess because it's oil. And we'll liberally, actually we'll put 3 drops. These are like, and we'll over-intentionally lubricate it. And I'll tell you why we're doing this after we're done. Actually, I'll tell you right now why we're doing this. Why we're coating this wicked good with this lube is because we're gonna let it, we're kind of working it in the pores. Let this sit for 10 minutes and then wipe it off and reapply. So we'll set that aside. And we'll do the same for the Glock. We'll start on the outside first. 1, 2, 3, I guess 4. If we need more, we can always get more. And then we'll work it in the middle. And don't forget the front as well. Now some of you guys might need to reapply it because the pores might be open, and this one's soaking it up pretty good, so I might just put another coat on it for shits and giggles just so it absorbs it well. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do it on video. So actually, you know what, that might be alright. So with that, take your slide, set it aside. Now work onto the frame. I suggest actually putting it on the cloth you're using, put like 2 drops or so. Oop, 2 drops or so, and then rub it in the metal parts where the slide is. Have all these parts oiled up, and we'll let them sit for 10 minutes. Alright, now that these parts have sat for 10 minutes, we'll wipe them off lightly. We'll just lightly wipe it off. Just a quick wipe. Literally just wipe. Go over it like that. It'll be fine. Back. Front. Now we'll set that aside. Give this one a quick wiping. It's that side. It's not really thorough wiping, it's just that. Alright. I'm going to wipe down the spring one more time. We really don't have to do the spring. Leave the spring alone. I don't think we have to lubricate it anymore. But alright, so do it with 2 drops. A little bit less than this time, because it's already soaked in the pores. Alright, so you get your 2 drops. Now, do the same thing, rub it in. Alright, after all the parts are re-lubricated for the second time, we can start assembly. So there you go. You guys pretty much know how to do it. Drop in the barrel, get that in there, put the spring on, make sure it's in there, take it, put it on the slide, pretty self-explanatory, rack it back and you're good to go. Now you could also take a cleaning rod or whatever you have. We're going to use a brush, and we're going to run it through the barrel a couple times, and